You're listening to Empire of Rust, the world's first and only Transformers RPG podcast. Join the heroes of Icon as they defend Cybertronian civilization from the remnants of Cybertron First to Lord Starscream's egotistical leadership, and beyond to the unknown threats on the other side of distant stars.
Welcome back to Empire of Rust, the one, the only Transformers RPG podcast. And Adam, I have a bone to pick with you.
Do you now?
You remember a few episodes back when I was talking about the Transformers puzzles that I got?
Of course.
It was pretty nice, wasn't it? It's good stuff.
Yeah.
Do you remember that you suggested that I do a time lapse of putting those puzzles together? Does that sound familiar?
You weren't actually taking me seriously, were you?
Well, that was my mistake.
True.
But I went ahead and I did it. I got myself, I grabbed my old phone, mounted it up onto the wall, face down towards the table, set up my puzzle, and started putting it together and downloaded some software to help with the time lapse. Actually came out really nice. I liked it. It was cool. Had a good time.
And how long did it take you?
Oh, it only took me like a week or two. I mean, like working off and on for a puzzle. That's not a problem. I had no problem with that. No, the problem came up when I took that time-lapse video and I put it on YouTube.
What happened?
Uh-oh.
Well, a week and a half later, I get an email from YouTube saying that I'm now banned from YouTube for life.
For life?
What?
So, a reasonable and measured reaction.
For what?
Why?
Apparently, listening to me will get you. Will do that to you.
Listen to Adam and you'll get banned from YouTube.
For life?
The reason was repeated or severe violation of the community guidelines.
Well,
Which one?
that's
What?
a lot of words that mean nothing.
I know. The only video, like the video of the time lapse was the first one that I had posted, I think, in like 3 or 4 years or something. It's been quite a while since I posted anything. And that was the one video, which apparently that's a bridge too far for YouTube.
I think they were just waiting for an excuse to ban you. They're just waiting for anything to pop up so that they could go, nope, ban for life.
They
have it out for you, Mike.
Waiting for the longest time.
I guess it wasn't like a pornographic image. You weren't like spouting like hate propaganda while you were putting the puzzle together, you know?
No.
I think he crossed Big Hasbro.
Yeah, probably.
That's the only thing about that video that I could imagine, and usually that small copyright variation isn't. You know, you probably just ran into some people who like to go around harassing people, and they reported you 1,000 times. And YouTube is very bad at actually dealing with that properly.
You think that was the case?
It's possible, yeah. Especially like the first week, a YouTuber, especially if they do it for a job, the most money they're going to get is like in the first 2 weeks. So you have people who will go around reporting brand new videos because YouTube will automatically demonetize them for a few weeks, so they'll lose most of their income for that.
That sucks.
And that's fun for a lot of Americans, you know. So because that's the kind of human beings that the way human beings are. So unless you have more information that you haven't told us yet.
No. I mean, to answer your question there, Pat, I wasn't saying anything. I wasn't speaking while I was doing the video. It was silent. And like there was nothing else aside from just like the super sped up version of me putting the pieces together.
No music or anything?
No.
They wouldn't tell you which guideline you broke?
Nope.
That sounds dumb, but, you know, I mean...
All right, pull them up right now. We can figure this out.
I can't. I can't even get to the video. Like,
Well, we can do it.
They removed my entire account.
Can you sign on anonymously just to use the website?
I mean, I can use YouTube. It's just like I'm not logged in or anything. But the videos aren't there anymore because that's linked to my account, so that's gone.
That seems just really dumb.
Yes, I agree. I can see you shaking your head, but
Yeah, YouTube is I think Facebook is probably even worse, but YouTube is pretty bad at policing.
But I mean, like, in the end,
it's more heavy-handed than I usually thought, though, you know?
I mean, it just seems like the type of thing where you just have to, like, keep calling until you actually talk to a person and just be like, listen, like, could you just, like, have, like, a real person, like, look at this thing? Because, like, nothing happened. Like, seriously. Like, I'm not trying to be, like, an asshole. It's just, like that, this sort of stuff irks me so much. Mm-hmm. So.
Well, you can be grateful that it didn't happen to you.
Yeah.
I mean, I was like pissed for a good like 2 or 3 weeks on that, but still, it's like, well, what am I supposed to do now?
Is that why you wouldn't return McCall's?
No, it's because you keep on talking in an Irish accent.
You try turning it off after 4 months.
Okay, well, that's dumb. That's
wow,
very dumb.
On to something not dumb.
Everyone listening to this needs to go and complain Mike back into action. Complain to YouTube. Sign a digital petition or whatever it is we do. Rally the masses.
I appreciate that. You know what? If you want to do it, I'm not going to complain. If you want to...
Well, like, all I'm hearing is, Adam just told me to do something. Fuck no.
I was probably the wrong person to advocate the rise to justice there. Sorry.
Please don't help me again.
You're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't. In other news today, a record number of YouTubers were banned for life.
They claimed some Irish goofball told them to email them. Oh, man. Who knows? Maybe I'll be able to get my account back in a few months after, like, YouTube stops caring about that particular video.
You know, when you're talking about, before we started recording, you mentioned that you were going to talk about YouTube. I thought I heard you say that you were going to talk about U2, the band. So, as a conversation piece, I pulled up the entire catalog of YouTube songs, which I am determined to make good use of this effort I've made, which is just a few words typed into Google. So I am going to try to work as many of these song titles into today's episode as possible.
Well, I think this episode's going to do fine with or without your, with or without you.
It probably will do better without me, and I apologize for that in advance, because I'm here.
It's okay. We can make a game out of this.
Sure.
Oh, God.
All right. Well, I don't have a segue, so we are just going to jump straight back into our adventure, and we are going to jump right back into the Vault of Stars when last we left our intrepid adventurers. Carapace had just saved all of you from getting sucked out into the void of space.
You're welcome.
As you trip the second of the booby traps in the Vault of Stars. Look at that. A booby trap that actually captures boobies.
Ha ha! You're out of control, Mike.
Hey, Optimus Prime said it.
Really?
Yep, that one episode of G1. Alright, so since Carapace, I think you were the one who is still anchored over here, we'll start off with you as to what you want to do. You are in the second antechamber here. There's a closed door in front of you, and if the last one was any indication, it means that it is likely locked. Magnum and Pythagoras were able to get through the last one. And yeah, what would you like to do?
So we've sealed off the door and they can actually walk this way again.
I don't remember if you did or not, but we'll say that that's taken care of. The door slides shut and starts repressurizing the antechambers here after all of the atmosphere was sucked out.
Well, only in this hallway.
Right.
The rest of the facility could theoretically be still pressurized.
It very likely is.
Yeah. So I'll look around this room and, is the door locked or You said you thought it would be?
Yep. You are pretty confident that it was locked, and then when you walk up to it, try to open up the door, and you find that, yes, it is, in fact, locked. Magnum and Pythagoras did get through the last one, though.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's like everything's computers. This isn't like a pickpocketing or open lock sort of thing. Disabled device, that's the skill I was thinking about. Hey, there's a door.
All right, I can try to open it. Computers?
I believe it was engineering last time for this one.
Can I try and aid?
Absolutely. Abso-positively.
16 plus 4 is 20, so that is plus 4. Wow.
I got a 24.
Plus 4 engineering from Carapace.
Yeah, we got the same result on our rolls.
Looks like those lessons are paying off, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, I got my 1 rank.
Hey, if it gives you a roll, that's all you need, right?
Right, yeah. Yeah, 1 rank non-class skill.
And 1 rank to rule them all.
The best 80 hours you put into anything, right?
I know. Not even close.
All right, so yes, Magnum, or I should say Pythagoras, you go ahead and you come up to the door over here, and it takes you a minute or so to locate the mechanism and get the door open. You do think that it was like sealed against entry, and it's it was a little difficult to actually pop the thing open, but you are able to get it open. Partly you think because the trap had already gone off on it, so any additional security just wasn't present. And the door is open.
So I see ahead of us a passageway that takes a right.
And give me a quick perception check while you are there. In fact, any of you who are up in this room can give me a perception check.
Natural 20. So that is a 30.
Damn, look at you, Carapace. You're just rolling rocks this morning, aren't you?
Yeah.
27.
18 for Wildstrike.
And anything from our favorite Irish bear?
No, I'm having a wee bit of trouble. Only.
Also worst.
Yeah. That's a better... But still feels more true. Isn't that?
That is there. It's not you. It's me. It's my computer. It's old as balls. My balls are the oldest balls here.
Giggity?
Yes, giggity is allowed.
Fun fact. The number of people older than you never increases.
It's true.
Right.
Interesting. Yay, statistics.
But also the number of people who are younger than you increases infinitely.
That's not necessarily true.
Right.
Provided, of course, civilization.
Probably not true.
So here's an interesting little conundrum I came across. So if you have a set of identical twins, right, and then they have children with another set of identical twins, are their children cousins or siblings?
Cousins with each other and nieces and nephews.
But I mean, genetically, they have the same, genetic pattern.
Sibling relationships determined by the parents, not the parent tree, not the genetics.
So siblings is...
They might... Genetically, it might not make much difference. But
right, I was going to say, genetically...
Sibling is a social construct,
Okay.
In a lot of ways.
Whereas,
I mean, I'm sure it has genetic repercussions.
Right.
Genetically, they might not be able to tell whether they're siblings or,
right,
although they might not genetically be siblings. It could be differences because two identical twins have kids, there's variations. That's why your children are not clones of you. So,
Right. Your genetic makeup is not from just your parents. It's your whole lineage. Kind of boiled down to your parents.
Well, yeah, but your parents are the funnel. They're the choke point.
Your parents are the funnel choke point of whatever.
I don't need an answer. It's just more of an interesting hypothetical situation.
It is interesting. It's very philosophical.
That's an
He just wanted to it.
Yeah.
Pat just wanted to interrupt me one more time. So what I rolled was a 28.
28. Okay, good.
Aye.
All of you notice this, except for Wildstrike. Wildstrike, you don't know what's happening here. But the rest of you hear movement coming from further down the hall around the corner. And Carapace, it looks like you went ahead and jumped ahead, so you see two security droids approaching you. Go ahead and roll for initiative.
Wow. Who's doing Legionnaire this time?
I have no idea who it is, whose turn is in order, so we are just going to go with 1 and 2, Pat, 3 and 4, Matt, and 5 and 6, Mike. Roll a 5. So, Mike, Legionnaire is yours today.
Okay.
You know, with all of us on the screen like this, we kind of look like the Beardy Bunch.
Adam!
When you grow a proper beard, Mike, you can join the Beardy Bunch. We'll let you put your...
What do you mean a proper beard?
Not you, Michael.
Other one. Gotcha.
Aye.
Well, I don't think this place... I think we've established that this place is not friendly, so I'm gonna take a full defensive.
Initiative first.
Oh, 8. Oh, I'm sorry, you're asking for initiative. 8.
8, all right.
It's on the sheet. Oh, I'd have to tell it because they can't read. They can't hear it. Right? Okay.
Can't you see, listeners? Can't you see?
Wildstrike at a 25.
25, all right. Magnum and Pythagoras.
I got a 19.
And Sweet Spot. No, sorry. Denizen.
Haha. 21 it is.
21. And I got a 10 for my security bots.
Legionnaire got a 12.
All right, Wildstrike, go ahead and lead us off.
I don't see anything, so I'm just going to move into the room.
Sounds good to me. All right.
Hold on. There we go. Oh, so now I see that thing there?
Yes.
Alright, so I know that's a security bot.
Yep.
It looks active.
Oh, yeah. Looks active. Weapons are brought to bear already, and it looks like to be approaching yourself and Carapace behind you.
It's a bear with weapons?
What's it armed with?
It is armed with a tactical arc emitter.
Oh.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm going to finish my movement there.
So would I know from an arc emitter that it's going to jump to another target?
Yeah, I'd say yeah, because you one of your main weapons is that lightning one that jumps. So yeah, it looks very familiar. So you think, yeah, there's a very good chance of it being able to jump around.
Jump up and get down.
Jump.
Alright, I'll use my Marksmech 1 and fire on it.
All right then. You do not provoke when standing next to something when firing?
Correct.
Oh, look at you. Look at you with your class abilities. They'll let you avoid shit.
Natural 20.
Holy shit.
Way to start us off.
Nat 20? Oh, that doesn't sound good to me at all. All right, well, a nat 20 is certainly going to be a hit. What is your total to hit?
Total to hit is 34.
34, yep, more than enough to take care of it. Go ahead and give me that damage.
Damage is 72.
72?
Googly moogly.
Leave some for the back row.
I see you've actually gotten the gun that shoots little wild strikes, right?
Well, you, yeah, that's the first one. Done.
And I'll yell back, we have security bots here.
Well, then take care of it, you lazy prick.
I was going to say, no, we have security bot here.
Hopefully I get a turn. Magnum, go ahead. Maybe you can do the same thing Wildstrike did. Just going to charge forward, blast it in the face?
I will go run past Wildstrike and just go to the left there. Just give everyone some room.
All right.
So I don't clog up the hallway. And I guess I'll take a pop at the one on the right.
Sounds good to me. Nat 20 coming at me, right?
It's a nat 3. 10.
Alright, you said you were taking a shot at the one on the right. That's this one here, correct?
One, yeah, directly to the north of me.
Okay.
They say you should never meet your heroes, and I suspect that Magnum, you're going to meet a lot of people. Or people are going to meet you by the droves, they will.
I love that. I'll remember that one.
A 10 is a miss. And you did not impress Wildstrike either.
Actually, but I still have a move action, so I will transform into a little building.
Sorry, do you have a move action? You moved up.
Oh,
You
I
moved
don't.
up and you
Do
shot.
I don't. So no, I don't. So I'll just stand here like gormlessly.
Okay. Noted, standing there gormlessly. Legionnaire. What is Legionnaire gonna do?
He's gonna move up.
Tight spaces here.
Yeah.
So the room that you guys are kind of piling into right now is a 3x3 circular room. The entrance from the trapped corridors on the eastern side. One of the security bots was in the center of the room. There's another one coming in from the western opening, and a third one coming in from the northern opening.
I think there's just a bit of dust in the center of the room now.
Yes. Barely any dust.
Barely. Another day.
He's gonna move up here and use his ability on Magnum, his bodyguard thing.
Okay.
I closed it so I can't see.
You are right up in front of the westernmost security bot. That is intentional, right?
Yes, covered ally, that's it.
Covered
You can
ally.
stand in the center if you want, because there's no longer a bot there.
Okay, yeah, I'll do that then.
Oh, covered ally. Thank you. I don't know what that means, but I appreciate it.
As long as he's next to you for the next round, he takes the hit if somebody attacks you.
I thought Wildstrike just grabbed the bottom of Magnum's coat and pulled it up over his head. There, you're covered.
Anything else for Legionnaire?
Nope.
All right. Well, that means it is my security bot's turn. My 2/3 of security bots. And the one to the north is going to take a shot at... Oh, who's he going to take a shot at?
Don't count your security bots before they're scrapped.
Legionnaire or Wildstrike? What am I thinking here? Wildstrike. And the other one is going to take a shot at... let's see here. Magnum or Legionnaire? He's going for Legionnaire. So we got one taking a shot at Legionnaire, one taking a shot at Wildstrike. So first one is going to be against Wildstrike. That is going to be a natty 17, which is going to be a 30 to hit.
30 will hit.
30 will hit. Okay, I'll roll the damage in just one moment. And the one on the west is going to do a similar shot at Legionnaire. One less, natty 16, so a 29 to hit on Legionnaire.
And that will hit.
And that will hit. Okay. So damage against Wildstrike first. That is going to be 11 electricity damage. And it's going to be 8 on Legionnaire.
Okay. That's all electricity.
That is all electricity. The electricity did not arc to anyone else.
Ark, ark, ark.
All right then. Carapace, here you are bringing up the rear. Kind of an unusual position for you.
It's truth. I will move in to this spot.
Directly in between Legionnaire and the northern security droid bot.
Correct. And I will. I'm just gonna go because I'm up in their face. I'm just gonna use my meteor glaive.
Ooh,
I know, right?
meteor.
Meteor glaive, which then calls to my to my hands immediately.
He just does that for fun, you know.
Yep.
Yes, we know it does that.
And meteor glaive, so I have a plus 11, so that is with a 9 is a 20 to hit.
And that is gonna be hit.
Okay.
Kind of close.
And I do minimum damage, so I do 5 damage.
Oh, well, we can't all be Wildstrike, you know.
Law of averages,
could've.
man.
If we all made Seekers.
Anything else there, Carapace?
That's it.
All right, Wildstrike, start of round 2. You are behind Legionnaire, and you got one to the north of you that took a shot at you, and then one to the west that's in between the two of you.
Move up to the one on the west, and I'll activate my Marksmech 1 again and take a shot. 28 to hit.
28 is a hit.
And 33 damage.
33 damage. Oof. All right, a hit of 33 points of damage. It is, it's sparking a little bit here. You feel like I give it a good hit.
Nice.
Denizen, way in the back over here.
Yeah, I noticed you kind of skipped over me last round.
Did I?
That's why I'm still back here.
I skipped over you? Why would I do that?
You were second initiative.
Right?
That doesn't sound like something I would do.
I think it's probably because our initiatives were all messed up at the beginning, and you had to correct it. And you probably it's a small oversight. I'm not going to get mad about it. I will, however, get even later. And...
That's fair.
Of course it is. Now, I'd really like to move up.
All the way?
A move action will take me to here. So this is really the only one I can see, right down there.
That's right. The one to the west. You do get a whole bunch of people in front of you, though.
I know, right? Where'd they get those weapons? The electric company?
Is that a U2 song?
It is.
So walk me through it. What's your plan here?
My plan is to... Alright, I suppose I'm just going to have to move up then.
Move up to where? Behind Legionnaire?
Yeah. Here I think I would be able to touch anyone I needed to. I don't have any more movement because I just did a double move, but if anyone should happen to need some healing, I should be within range to give them that next round. Next round.
I'll say that you can tell that Legionnaire and Wildstrike have both taken some hits.
Are they down into hit points yet?
Oh, it hit him, but he didn't take the damage because he has energy resistant electricity.
All right then.
I'm like, oh, you hit him. I didn't miss that.
Denizen, it looks like Wildstrike probably took a little bit of damage, but even though Legionnaire is smoking, doesn't look like he's taking any damage.
All right, well, until there's some substantial damage for me to heal, or you'd like to open up the way so I can get a clear shot at one of these boys. There's not much I could do from back here, and I can't quite make it to the front of the line. So,
be able to stand in the corner portions?
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Well, you guys lead into the heart and I will follow.
Shut up.
All right, Magnum.
All right.
What's your plan here?
I'm going to move to this corner square. Stay around, but he's going to transform, and that means he's going to put up his shield. 5 feet of me will get DR4 and ER5.
Which is pretty much all of you except Carapace.
Yeah, I can't cover everyone, no matter where I go.
DR4 and ER5?
Yeah. ER4, sort of.
Yeah.
I don't know. Everyone in the room is much tougher than I am, so... let's see.
That's the understatement of the world.
As a robot, I'm kind of weak. But when I transform, I turn into an invincible shield. You're like, okay, how'd that work? Density. That didn't really answer my question.
That was his move action. So he is going to do a ranged aid to Carapace and Wildstrike.
He's not going to aid anyone, he's just going to arrange it.
So I'm successfully giving ranged aid to both of you, so you guys both get +2 on your next attack. And Pythagoras will sit on top of this building thing, and he will shoot his glass gas at the bot to the north.
The bot to the north.
Okay, glass gas rolled an 8, so nope.
Yeah, definitely no. Not with an 8. Why do your dice hate you so much, man?
The scientists.
Why does anyone?
Jeez.
Alright, Legionnaire then. It is now your turn.
Yeah, he can't really attack because he's got the blast weapon.
Well, he can. He'll just hit everyone else.
Well, true.
Nothing's stopping him.
That's an option? Oh, right. Line effect coming right up here. And Mike's like, Good.
Don't be bad, Adam. Eh?
Alright, I guess he'll just do his covered ally thing.
Are you doing Michael Jackson songs?
No, it's you two.
That's what we should do. Next time, let's all just pick a random group, pull up their song list.
Let's not. And see what we did. Again, have we learned nothing about Adam's suggestions?
Adam, maybe if you learned it, you can do a good Casey Kasem, so I bet so.
Sure I can.
Top 100 countdown.
Fun fact, Cliffjumper in the G1 series was voiced by Casey Kasem.
Yes, he was.
So was the original Shaggy?
Legionnaire can't attack because he's got a blast weapon. So instead of hitting everybody else, he's going to do the same thing and do covered ally to Pythagoras.
Sounds good to me. Okay.
Thank you very much.
That brings it back to the security bots. And, well, let's see here. First thing they're going to do, they are going to attack, but let's see. This one is going to, the western one is going to take a guarded step back, and the northern one is going to take a guarded step back as well, just to give a little bit of protection, which is going to give them a good position to do an ability called Jolting Arc. Alright, so Jolting Arc allows a security bot here to shoot an arc of electricity at up to 4 creatures within 40 feet range. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4. I think there's 1, 2, 3, 4. So yeah, each of you are within range for that. And well, it can pick whichever targets it wants, but I think I will keep it fair, so I will do the line to start with, and then I will hit the one on the side, and I will roll for it for the first one. That's going to be Carapace on the first one, and I'm going to roll for the second one, and that's going to be Denizen on the second one. Alright, so here is what's coming at you for damage. This is all electricity damage, by the way. You can go ahead and make a reflex save. The DC for it is 13. If you make it, then you get only half damage. You have to make 2 saves because this is 2 separate effects. So reflex save is DC 13.
Roll a natural 20 on the first one and a 2 on the second one.
Ooh.
So a very good and a not.
Alright, so we're starting off with the northern one, which means Carapace, Legionnaire, Magnum, and Denizen are going to get hit by this one. And it is going to be...
I don't believe I need to be making any rolls.
You don't?
No, I'm the 5th person to... I'm the 5th bot to join this group, and you said that they only attack 1 to 4.
If you had made that into a U2 song, I might have allowed it.
He doesn't want to get banned.
It's meta.
Damn you, YouTube.
Meta energy resistance.
Alright, so the first one, again, is hitting Carapace, Legionnaire, Magnum, and Denizen for 8 points. 4 if you made your save. All electricity.
Okay.
Really?
So I'm unhurt.
And the second one is going to be hitting for 7 points. Again, this is Wildstrike, Legionnaire, Denizen, and Carapace. 7 points, 3 if you made your save.
Just remember, Wildstrike, Legionnaire, and Denizen, you guys both have an extra ER4.
Right.
Okay, so take 4 off the top of that.
Right. Well, that hurts as much as, shadows and tall trees. It's like it was a light touch, almost like a twilight touch.
So if a tree falls in the woods on a bear, did anyone notice?
The bear would.
I was going to say to loud applause.
Alright, they are spent, Carapace. It is your turn. Did anyone take any damage from that?
I did.
Hold on. I'm checking her.
No.
I may have taken
Magna took 4.
Did a little bit to you. Just a little bit to you. A little at the top there.
Okay, I am doing multi-shooting.
Ooh.
So I'm going to take shots at the one to the north first, unless it happens to die. But let's see what we roll.
It might. You never know.
Okay. Does a 32 hit?
Yes, it does.
Okay.
Yes'm.
Does an 18... Oh, I'm sorry. 28.
28 does hit.
Okay. Does a 14 hit?
14 does not.
Okay. And does a 21 hit?
And that does it.
Okay. Cool.
2 out of 3, not bad.
Not bad at all. Roll my damage. My disadvantage.
Roll the damage. Roll it up.
Okay, so I do 15 electricity and fire with my azimuth artillery laser. And I do 19 with my Gelid hail cannon.
Both go through pretty nicely. The first hit, you notice, does a little more damage than you expected.
Okay. Possibly vulnerable to electricity or fire.
Possibly.
Since they deal electricity, it's probably fire that they're vulnerable to.
Wildstrike, this brings it back to you. Top around 3. Still got 2 of them left, although they look kind of beat up.
I'll call out, make a hole.
I think they're trying to.
Full attack on this one here.
Full attack on the one on the west, okay.
Shit rolls a 19 and a 14.
The 19 is a hit, the 14 is not.
Wow. 35 damage then.
And you kill it. Take that, Denizen.
What?
Damn, that damage is nasty. You roll a 10, a 9, and a 9 on 3d10. That's sick.
Yeah.
Since that was the first attack on your full, if you do want to take a move, I'm fine with that. Denizen, you are up. Wildstrike just took your target away. What are you gonna do?
Really? I'll get another. Push my way through here. Come up to this one.
Excuse me, pardon me.
Alright, how big are these squares again?
5 by 5. Transformer feet, of course.
Right, of course. As all measurements in this game are. Alright, so I will... Let's try taking a bite. Give him a bite here.
Take a bite out of crime.
I think we're gonna get that joke every
I
single
would expect
game.
that from
McGruff.
Magnum.
McGruff the crime dog.
I think 3 people did it last game.
Matt, I gave you the opportunity and you didn't do it. So I had to take it from you.
Yeah.
Hits armor class 20.
20 is gonna be a hit. Yeah.
And that is going to be 18 points of damage.
That's not bad at all.
Crunch. Crunchy crunch.
And that is enough to kill the last bot. How's it feel?
Tastes like Gloria. I swear.
What?
It's glorious.
It was so easy. It was like I threw a brick through a window.
You know what? Let's not have her have any more metaphors. How about that? The brick's
Fine.
okay. I don't know about the other one.
I'll J swallow.
I think you're just getting into some like obscure ones and like no one knows them.
Well then, we've won. Let's rejoice.
I think he's just stuck in a moment he can't get out of.
To be fair, I'd be hard pressed to name any U2 songs.
That's why you do a search.
We are out of combat. And there is a hallway that goes further to the west and one that goes further to the north.
All right. Pythagoras is going to check out one of these bots to see. Is it like, what does it look like? Is it sort of like a transformer that's just sort of automated, or is it just like a turret with legs?
Well, Pythagoras, so yeah, you go ahead and take a look at the remains of these bots here, and go ahead and give me a quick life science check.
Life science. Rolling life science. 25.
25. Yeah, you can tell that these are drones. They are not living, they are effectively just like automated security bots. You are very confident that these are not living Cybertronians. Okay, Denizen, it looks like you are moving down the northern tunnel. And I will tell you that you see the tunnel continuing off to the north, but as you approach, you do see a path leading off to the west.
Right. Then I will simply move a wee bit further and take a peek around the corner and see what I see.
There is a door off to your left.
Right. I'll let everyone know that in comms. Hey, fellas. There's a wee door to the west down here. And this here tunnel continues on quite a ways. There may be another opening to the left down there. It's a bit shadowy.
It's gonna definitely be a maze in here.
So walk me through it. What would you guys like to do?
Does Wildstrike have any recollection of this place at all?
Because you've been here before, even though your mind was effectively erased, all the memories erased from your mind, I will allow you to roll either an intelligence or a wisdom check whenever something comes up that you want to see if you can recognize. So anytime you want to kind of try and piece things together, go ahead and roll it up. Tell me what you would like to remember or what you would like to figure out, and I will tell you if you remember anything.
So I guess our main goal here is to try to get the power on, or something to that effect. So direction to power generator, whatnot, anything like that, control room, something like that.
Okay.
A 5 for intelligence.
You think that it is in the northern part of the facility.
I mean, obviously there's some power, but these things wouldn't be working if they didn't, but yeah, it's a good idea.
I'm continuing down the hall a bit. It looks like there's definitely a turn off to the left beyond that door. And there's some sort of open doorway to my right coming up here, I think.
Don't stray too far. We don't want to lose track of you.
No.
Hey, like that'll happen.
It's like, please stray.
Since you guys are kind of splitting up a little bit, let me just take this in order. So, Wildstrike will say that you kind of trying to figure out and remember which way to go. That was you. Denizen, you were moving to the north and starting to explore that way. Magnum, what would you like to do?
Yes, quadruple range. He'll scan for energon, sounds, anything else, just to try to see what's anything else that might be near.
Can he get the layout as part of that?
I don't think my sensors still aren't good enough for that. I don't think everything blocks them.
I will give you something on that though, just so you can actually start getting something useful out of it.
You could turn the lighting effects off for him, and then he could direct us.
Actually, yeah, that's actually a great idea. That's what I'll do. I'll
crank his light radius up to 1,100.
But yes, for you listeners, we are using the night vision stuff in Roll20. So every character has a limited field of vision. So
I definitely feel like a stranger in a strange land here.
So Thagris is going to reach inside the processing module of one of these droids and rewire it. Takes about a minute to do that.
Okay.
I'll move over here just to make sure he's protected.
And it'll get up.
So just walk me through what that ability is and what your intent is.
Basically, it's called neural hacking, and it can restore, reasonably full bots to a very low functioning status. They're robo-zombies.
Necromancer.
I mean, it's not quite the same with this. This thing was never alive in the first place. So it's just really reprogramming a machine.
Okay. And do you give it a command? What do you want to do with it?
I do it. I'm just going to tell us this. Let's just going to have it stay still for now. But there's a lot of traps here, and having something else to wander into the traps is not a bad idea.
Gotcha. Okay.
Right now, I'm probably just going to have them follow us. I don't know if their weapons are working anymore.
Let's see. What is
And I will raise the other one too. It's still in 2 pieces.
I'm just like,
right.
what are you doing?
giving us a few decoys.
Didn't we already destroy that, though?
Oh, it's dead. I mean, it never really was alive anyway. It's just a drone. But I reprogrammed its brain module to sort of just follow basic instructions.
Anyone's? Or just yours?
It's mine.
Well, that's good.
Okay.
All right, good. Carapace, you're keeping an eye on Pythagoras while he was doing that. Anything else you want to do before we cycle back around to the top?
I'm gonna go to this, corridor and look right and left, see if there's anything, perception, see if I hear anything. La 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 la. I have a natural 1, so I rolled an 11, so I triggered the next combat.
You are absolutely convinced that there is nothing in this hallway in front of you. And as you turn left to right, you can see that the hallways end. So as you move to the west, it reaches another 3x3 circular room. As you look to the north, you'll see that it ends in it doesn't end, it turns to the left. And then as you look to the south, you see that it ends in a door to the south. But as you look to the south, you can see that there is a passageway heading off to your left or to the east.
Okay. I'll convey that to Magnum so you can add it to our heads-up telemetry so we can actually see the room.
Okay. Wildstrike, you are heading northwards. You passed by that door that Denizen pointed out, and you are heading up, so what would you like to do?
Continue heading all the way north.
Okay. You continue north past Denizen, past a second door to your left past a little small 5-foot hallway that ends in another door to your left. And then as you continue further north, the hallway turns left, and has another door. So this hallway that you're in has 3 doors, all on the left, heading westward.
Okay. I have a feeling it's this door.
You want to try to get the door open?
Yeah, if possible.
Go ahead and give me an engineering check then.
24.
Actually, yeah, you get it open.
Wow. Nice.
Yeah, I was surprised too. DC 24 on that one.
That happens when you roll a 20.
All right, so you go ahead and open up that door. So with that very successful engineering roll, you get this door open, and you are looking into an L-shaped room that looks like a cargo space.
Huh.
Don't let them fool you. It's a computer room. It's cleverly designed to look like a cargo space. I think we probably should get ourselves together because we're scattered throughout these hallways.
It's fine. The hallways are only big enough for one at a time anyway.
I'll just respond over the comms. The doorway all the way north is just a cargo room.
What's in there?
No generators there.
Trash?
Just some cargo.
Trampoline? And a party girl?
Boxes and junk.
This L-shaped room contains the raw materials needed for the fabrication of weapons and defensive structures. Spare medical equipment lines the walls to the west and the south.
Carapace, you might want to get in here.
You think that there is enough equipment here to stock a medbay.
Oh.
So, 40 boxes?
I am a med bay.
Do you want to stock up?
Yeah.
We can stock you.
Whoa. Isn't that like water to a drowning man?
Wildstrike, as you're spending a few minutes in here kind of taking a look at all the stuff on here, the medical supplies and stuff, there's a good 15 to 20 boxes and crates of the stuff. So if you want to start moving it towards the outer airlock, just so that it's ready for you guys to move to the ship, if you want to take it, you can start doing that. It'll take you probably a good 20-25 minutes or so to do all that. There is also 40,000 units worth of UPBs in here that you can also grab.
So 40,000.
Somebody write that down.
Do we want to move this stuff out?
How long will it take?
I mean, I'm of the opinion that you should clear a place to make sure that it's safe before you start doing redecoration.
Yeah.
That's true.
It'll take about a half hour to move everything that you need. and like a half hour of like carting like stuff in and out. So
Okay.
it's there if you.
So we know where it
It's a
is.
shame that we don't have like a truck with us. All right, we do.
All right. is there
treasure.
any, I'm going to do a quick search for energon nodes.
In the storage room.
Yeah.
Sure, go for it.
Wildstrike called me over here, so I'm coming over. 20 for perception.
With a quick check, you do locate 5 energon nodes. There may be some more further in, but like just a quick check right now to see what's there. That's what you find.
Yeah, I just want to do quick. I will, while I'm coming up, I will order my bots to follow.
I'm opening the store here.
I think the generator is up here somewhere.
All right. Well, there's no way out of here, so maybe this door down further.
Yeah, the next one down.
I think Denizen's already checking it out.
Yep. Opening up the store here. I'm only looking at it enough to, open it.
All right, give me an engineering check. Try open it up.
Engineering check. No, I don't think so. Yeah,
Shall
that's
I,
not
madam?
gonna happen.
You try biting the door. It doesn't open.
12.
Nope.
Would you like some assistance?
Yeah, I could use some assistance. Or maybe I'll just get it myself here. Take a step back.
A 6.
Even with the +6. Nope.
Alright. Clear the way. I'll get the door open.
I don't know. I don't know where this is going.
Do you know? I'm using the arcing surge.
Oh, goodness.
Okay. Do you have to roll anything for that, or is it just blasty blast?
It's a blasty blast. So it does 60 points of damage in a line 120 feet from me.
Good God.
So the door, whatever's behind the door, whatever's through the room in that line or hall, and probably whatever's on the opposite wall.
Okay. Denizen, you go ahead and you put your paws right up on that door and you let loose a charged blast of lightning. It strikes the door and it goes right through the door, arcs straight through, creates this enormous hole in it. It doesn't blow the door open, it just like melts the door open. And as the blast goes through the door, a small explosion happens in the room, filling it with fire, and what looks like the remains of a medical examination table sits in the middle of the room.
I will gesture with one paw. The door is now open.
And I'm just like, what the hell was that? Because all I hear is the thunder crack from across, echoing down the corridor.
Yep.
The good news is, Carapace, the door will not hurt anyone ever again.
It's an internal kind of weapon I have.
I guess so.
Carapace, are you gonna stay there and look around, or are you gonna head back to the explosion that you just heard?
Well, I mean, if they just said that it's them, if she's just being an idiot, then that's
And
fine.
she fits right in. I will just creep in, see what we got in here. I assume there's a hole in the back of the room.
There's a significant burn mark on the back there. Go ahead and give me a. You can give me a perception check and a survival check.
Who?
Whomever's in there. If you're gonna head back to do it, then you're welcome to as well.
I can't do survival, but I'll do perception.
29 on perception. Okay. Was anyone doing survival?
Oh, I can do survival.
I was doing survival.
Let me do survival.
Then I'll aid you if you're coming in here.
You're probably better at survival than I am.
Then you can aid me, I suppose. I got a 20 straight up.
And I rolled a 1 again, so I add 2.
So you did help. There you go, Carapace. You're helping. You're doing it. You're doing it, lad.
Hey, Carapace, do you want a cookie?
Jesus.
Yes. Are there cookies?
That's an option.
Aye.
Wait, I misplaced them. I'm sorry.
Oh, you don't want to take food from a bear. That's not a good thing to do.
Oh my goodness. She's got a rumbly in the tumbly.
So this room looks like it is a medical exam room. There was a medical exam table in the center of the room, and you can see kind of a diagnostics equipment over on the northern side. Now, it looks like this room was specifically designed for surgery, specifically for like spark extraction and insertion surgery. It's a little hard to tell now that most of the room is covered in burn marks and everything.
I wonder what happened in here.
Did the electricity just like blow through the far wall, or did it bounce back and hit a bear?
No, it stopped at the wall, and you can see this like giant like scorch mark against the western wall now. Stop projecting, Pat.
Hey, the bot can dream.
Carapace and Denizen, as you two are looking around, you find the corpses of 3 scraplets that looks like they were in the room. Now, you know that scraplets usually are in swarms, so to find just a couple individual ones is very unusual.
What is a scraplet?
Is like a scrap, but smaller and possibly female.
So I just popped this image up in the chat for us. A scraplet is effectively a land piranha that eats metal.
Are they supposed to be that adorable?
Oh, it's like the little monster from the Dark Crystal. No.
They are both cute and terrifying.
Yeah, indeed.
And as like mechanical beings, all of you know too that like to be in a scraplet swarm is super, super dangerous because they will eat through you in minutes. The fact that they're here is bad enough, but the fact that there's only 3 of them is really weird. Like that's not anything any of you have heard of before.
Were they killed by the electricity, or have they been dead?
You think that they just died.
Okay.
So, I mean, she could have hit a swarm and the swarm left. And just these are the ones that got toasted.
Where did it go?
Yeah, are there any holes in the walls or in the ceiling or the floor or other aspects of reality that we can't perceive?
No, there's actually no holes or anything in here. It looks like they may have been trapped in here. And as you're looking at the front part of where the table used to be, you can see that there are like drips and like remnants of a pool of energon. It's possible that the table had an energon feed in it and was dripping, and they may have been like subsisting off of that.
Okay. Hey, Wildstrike, you total recalling it all or anything?
Do I know anything about the scraplets?
I more meant the surgery energon dripping room.
That too. 19 intelligence.
19, okay. You've been in this room before.
I've been here before.
You are getting these kind of fragments of memory, because as you're looking at the ceiling, you recognize, like, hey, there's a little discolored spot on the ceiling that maybe, Energon got, like, flung up there at some point.
Are you a scraplet?
Are you?
No. Why would you say such a thing?
It's just a bunch of scraplets in a trench coat.
All right, who had 5p on the mini combiner?
But yes, so Wildstrike, you recognize this room. You've been in this room and you've been on this table before. Wildstrike, as you're kind of thinking about this and like you're kind of like trying to like piece all this together, another memory kind of hits you, and you remember that there was a storage room of some kind just past where you fought those security drones.
Okay.
And something is kind of like tugging at your memory on this, and it seems like it might be important.
All right. There's another room that we have to check out. I don't know why, but I remember something about it.
I trust you completely. Lead the way.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, let's
We're
go.
with you, Wildstrike.
Are you sure it's not just your pride? You can't say that you're wrong. I mean, this is a lovely homecoming. Well, a sort of homecoming.
So I go down and leave. And just go to that.
He just gets on the steel haven and leaves us here. Bye. Paints a big middle finger on the back as he leaves.
It's not the first time I've been left behind, you know.
Alright, so you head back to the way where you guys came in, and a bit further down, right in between where you fought those security bots and where Carapace found the next circular hallway. Head northwards and try to get in the door. The door, however, is locked. You want to call Pythagoras up to give you a hand? Or do you want to try it?
Yeah, that was luck. I'll call up Pythagoras, see if he can open the door. I'll step back so he can get there.
Give me engineering then. Pythagoras. And Wildstrike.
Yeah, I'll try to help.
Yeah, give him an aid. Why not?
+2.
Come on, act like it's a race against time.
I got a 24 with Wildstrike's help.
Alright, and the door pops open. Good.
Oh, that's the sweetest thing.
It was a close one. You barely made that.
That was close.
This room. Ooh, this is a good room. This room is a stasis pod storage room. The small room has 4 stasis pods built into the floor, taking up the center of this room. Through the windows, you can see that they are occupied. And upon closer examination, you can see that the occupants are familiar bots. On the left, you have Tremor. Second from the left, you have Tiltfire. And then you have Wildstrike in the third pod.
Jesus Christ, you are a clone, aren't you?
Hey, Wildstrike. They have you over here. Wait a second.
And who's the fourth one?
The fourth one, you don't recognize. And we'll see you next time.
Hey,
From the secret files of Teletran 1, Empire of Rust is written and GM'd by Michael Ordway. Headmaster Magnum and his partner Pythagoras are played by Matthew G. Denizen, the mysterious druid, is played by Adam H.U. The Decepticon warrior, Wildstrike, is played by Mike M. And Carapace, the beast soldier of primitive Eucharis, is played by Patrick Finn. Additional characters are played by Michael and Cassandra Ordway. Empire of Rust is supported by the humans and networks of planet Earth, whose online networks provide access to libraries of sound effects and music, such as Storyblocks, Zasplat, Blue Zone, and Dark Fantasy Studios. We are distributed by the Transmissions Podcast Network. Stay up to date with all the latest news and reviews in the world of the Transformers by going to transmissionspodcast.com or searching for the Transmissions in your podcast app of choice. You can communicate with the heroes of Iacon by joining us on the Transmissions Discord channel. There you can discuss episodes, talk to the cast, and download the rule set used in the Empire of Rust. Teletran 1, signing off.